KRK has recently updated their long-running Rocket line of studio monitors to Generation 4, and in this update they've added a couple really cool new features, including a Kevlar coating on the woofer and tweeter, an LCD screen on the back of the monitor to help with EQ and room correction, and promise of a smartphone app coming soon to help with that room correction. But before we get into more details about the Generation 4 rockets, be sure to like and comment on this video and subscribe for more gear reviews, tips and tricks just like this one. So now let's get into the review of the Rocket Generation 4. Now at first glance, these studio monitors are undeniably KRKs. From the black exterior to the yellow cones with the black center, you can definitely tell these are KRK rockets just by looking at them. But upon closer inspection, you start to see the differences between the previous generations of rockets and these. First, overall, they look a little bit sleeker, a little bit more professional, a little bit more boxy, and just give off a more pro vibe compared to the Generation 3s and the generations before it. And next, what I think is the biggest visual change has to be the material used for the tweeter and the woofer. They've moved away from their previous materials to now go with a Kevlar material. Now, not only is this supposed to make the actual monitor last a little bit longer and give it a little bit more durability, but according to KRK, this is used to improve the sound of the monitor as well. Another really cool new feature of the Generation 4 is the ability to remove the front faceplate. It is now connected to the speaker via magnets, and it's now removable because they now offer an optional speaker grill that can go over the woofer and the tweeter. And this can come in handy if you're traveling with these and you don't want the actual woofer or tweeter to get damaged, or maybe you're playing with these in a more rough and rugged environment and you need a little bit more protection. These new grills can provide that and give you that extra peace of mind. Now moving on to the back of the monitor is what I think is the coolest new feature of the Generation 4, and this is the addition of the LCD screen that gives you the ability to not only EQ but help with room correction, as well as go through all the other settings with this monitor. The previous generations of KRK rockets also included a room correction EQ, but the big difference between that and the new one is the older version had two separate actual physical EQs, a high and a low for room correction, while this is all handled with one rotary knob encoder and that LCD screen. And it just makes it feel so much more modernized and streamlines the whole operation and gives you a visual representation on that LCD screen to help you with the EQ for your room correction. Now, one other thing that was advertised when these monitors were first shown is the addition of a smartphone application to help you with that room correction. Now, currently, that app is nowhere to be seen or nowhere to be found in the App Store, and I really hope that KRK does at some point down the line come out with this application, because that would just take these monitors to the next level. Not only having that LCD screen to help you with your EQing and room correction, but the ability to do it from your smartphone once you set your speakers up in your room and being able to actually dial that all in from your smartphone to make sure the settings are as perfect as possible for whatever room you actually put these monitors in, just makes it feel so much more in the future and just where speakers need to go, and just puts it a step ahead of everything else that's out on the market, especially at this price point. But the most important thing is, how do these things sound? Well, happy to report that if you're a fan of KRK rockets, these things pass with shining colors. These monitors are fun to play on. They're not the most accurate monitors, so if you're really trying to, produce and get in there and get the most accurate sound and the most precise sound, just like previous generations of KRK monitors, these might not be for you. But if you want a pair of monitors that have a good response, feel and sound really warm, not too shrill on the highs, and just a pleasure to play on and a pleasure to listen to for hours and hours, these ones are right down your alley. This latest generation of KRK rockets adds even more features to make these monitors even better than before. So if you're looking for a pair of studio monitors without having to break the bank, looking for something with some really cool features and some great sound quality, definitely check out the KRK Rocket Generation 4s. But before you do that, like I said earlier, make sure you like and comment on this video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more tips and trick videos and gear reviews just like this one. Now get good, get out there, and make the moments.